Fixed Pokemon is my new series, and how currently underwhelming Pokemon can be fixed to be more viable in the OU tier, without fundamentally changing them too much. Hi, my name is Dello Bandito, and if you enjoy this type of content, make sure you like and subscribe, as I do make these videos 2 times per month, and it takes a lot of effort to make these videos. Today I'm going to attempt to fix Charizard, one of the most popular Pokemon ever. It is known as Pokemon's golden child and was introduced all the way back in the beginning of Generation 1. Let's see what is the history of Charizard, where does his rise and fall from the OU tier, and how to fix Charizard to be better. Before we start, I won't be talking about Mega Charizard X or Mega Charizard Y, as in both Generation 6 and 7, it will be more convoluted, as I'm only going to talk about the base form. Charizard is a flying type Pokemon that was introduced in Generation 1. This fiery lizard had a stat spread of base 84 attack, base 100 speed, base 85 special, which is both special attack and special defense, with a middling base 78 HP and 78 defense. It was not known to be a very good Pokemon in Generation 1. It fell all the way down to the NU tier, while it became a superstar alongside Amnesia Golduck, Moltres, and of course Nidoking. Using a set of 4 moves and Fire Blast for burning targets, Slash for critical hits, Earthquake to beat Pokemon like Nidoking, Counter to hit normal type attacks back, Fire Spin for partial trapping damage, or Body Slam for having a chance of paralysis. These attacks have made Charizard one of the most popular Pokemon in the NU tier in Generation 1. Starting in Generation 2, it had a new niche in its added special attack in base 109, using its base 85 special in Generation 1 as the new special defense, though in Generation 2, it used both its stats with a niche belly drum set, using attacks like Rock Slide, Earthquake, and Fire Blast. In Generation 3, Charizard's the best it's ever been in competitive singles, while having breaking some of the best cores in OU. While it could be famous in special offense, but I prefer to have it on teams with Breloom, or having a double Trapper core with Magneton and Dugtrio as a way to break down the dominant wall that's known as Blissey. Using a set of Fire Blast as a stat move, Dragon Claw versus Pokemon like Salamence and Kingdra, Hidden Power Grasp versus Swampert, other bulky grounds or other bulky waters as a devastating special attacker, along with Beat Up for Blissey, or having another move in Substitute and Focus Punch while dropping Dragon Claw. Fortunately, at the start of Generation 4, Charizard has not been the same success as it is in Generation 3, having Stealth Rock become one of his biggest oppositions in Smogon singles when it was introduced. It has fallen down to the NU tier from the previous few generations in Generation 4, Generation 5, and Generation 6. It also fell down further in Generation 7 and PUBL, of course PU in Generation 8, and finally untiered in Generation 9. So why did Charizard fall, and how do we fix Charizard overall? Charizard had a rough outing in his competitive history. Charizard had multiple fans that say they should be a Fire and Dragon type Pokemon due to his physique and see what fans want and what Charizard should be. Though Game Freak might not change it, I'm going to change Charizard's typing from Fire and Flying to Fire and Dragon type to make it more lively as a Pokemon, but also make it as a better defensive type. Secondly, I'm going to change Charizard's hidden ability from Solar Power to Levitate. Though it may be a strong ability for Charizard, it'll bring back his original roots for it being formerly a flying type. Charizard doesn't have the same stats as strongest starter in Swampert, so I'm going to add an extra stat point, making his base stat total from 534 to 535. I'm also inversing Charizard's special attack and attack using its more of a bevy in physical attacks, making its attacking stat base 109 attack and base 84 special attack. In this way, it can play back to his roots as a physical attacker with enough special attack to damage any special weak target. I'm also dropping his special defense stat from base 85 to base 78, as Charizard isn't known to be the bulkiest thing around, and Charizard's defense and HP are both 78 as well. But I'm also dropping his newly inverted special attack from base 84 to base 80. With 12 extra points to work with for my drops, I'm going to add 7 points to my speed stat on Charizard. Charizard needs to be a fast physical attacking threat. At base 107 speed, I want the lizard to outrun the infamous Enamour's Incarnate with his base 106 speed by 1 base stat total point, and the rest of his stats can go to his attack, rounding out with a stat spread of base 78 in HP, base 114 in attack, base 78 in defense, base 80 special attack, base 78 special defense, and base 107 speed. I'm also going to add some new moves for our now Fire Dragon Charizard, and given the opportunity to receive the move Draco Meteor, as all Dragon types are allowed to use this move as a high-powered Dragon Stab compared to the measly Dragon Pulse, but also in a way to break through the wall of Dondozo. I'm also going to give it Scale Shot into his moveset due to Charizard already having skills, but also having to help Charizard not only run sets that can boost his speed, but uses Adamant Nature as well, instead of running for the Jolly Nature. So, these are my buffs on base Charizard. I do think with these buffs, it could be a niche threat in OU as a hyper offense version of Gouging Fire. If it isn't, then at worst, I'd say it would be at least in the RU or in the NU tier compared to the other Pokemon in the tier. Hopefully with Pokemon Legends ZA, Game Freak will give Charizard both his Mega Evolutions back from the next generation. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you subscribe and comment down below what Pokemon you want me to do next with the channel. I'm the Bandito, and thank you for watching this video. See you on the next one, y'all.